The project entails overall the first and most pressing issue, in my opinion, is we have no business saying that we are explorers of the stars when we have the life expectancy of popcorn, which is pretty much what we do. 100 years is just never gonna cut it. You see, some people see and accept normal processes like death and life, and just that's the way everything is gonna happen. But I'm a megalomaniac, and since the timing is right and the technology is available, I'm going to leverage large language models, and I'm going to do something that's going to happen anyways. I'm just going to speed up the process. So I have created a U.S. Patent Office um, database of the future generator. It uses a custom pipeline. Got really fucking stoned because of what I was doing. Anyways, oh yes. So technology as such, we are all working on the same goals, and for the purpose of space exploration, we have to create the immortal astronaut. We must identify, target these aging processes, this process of death, and we need to eradicate it. We need to erase it out of our DNA using CRISPR-9 CS gene editing software and large language models, which will scrub the zygote cell, the entire DNA sequence present in all cells, to create a blueprint of can identify our particular aging process. I'm going to initiate a healing mechanism as um, demonstrated by immortal jellyfish, which simply goes back into a baby again. So we're going to adapt the human body for space exploration, and we're going to make a few very significant changes, at least for the present purposes of space flight. Um, we do not implement a immune system at all. We remove the immune system DNA um, from ourselves, and our healing mechanism simply will revert back to a baby again. And we will always be in phase between 2 years of age to 35 years of age, in which we will automatically, rather than growing sentient old fucking destroyed fucking cells, we will produce younger, um, healthier, closer to an infant. We're going to reverse the aging cycle exactly the way it was created. Flip it around backwards. Anyways, it is really just that simple. But anyways, and in the instances that we might get cancer or sex mechanism, the healing mechanism of human being will be replaced with the age reversal process initiation, um, in which now I am under full, um, fully aware of some of the technical aspects of the growing back to an infant, may have some implications across, let's say, the 30% of the brain matter inside your head that you're going to lose going back to a baby again. I don't think you ever used it, and I think you never will use the brain we're born with. And the 30 40% gray matter that we gain in our adult cranium, well, we never going to use that either. And at best, I'm pretty sure that we're not storing memories in those regions of the brain. Anyways, so we don't even have access to those regions of the brain anyway. So, anyways, so now Elon Musk, you have this plan to colonize Mars because it's the only reasonable understanding. Well, I have created a patent database of the future, and when I implement this model, it should generate technologies millions of years in the future. Um, the growth of the evolution of scientific knowledge in the U.S. patent database of mankind um, multiplied by itself. So it was starting with one became 16.5 million patents over a period of 300 years. Now one is 16.5 billion times 16.5 million in 3.5 years, and that's the estimated technological advancements that will be generated in the patent data set, and it will make improvements and it will advance technologies across all domains exponentially. It will produce full citation Nobel patents and generate the entire um, database of the future with working, implemented, reviewed patents. This future technologies of this future patent database of the future will include detailed instructions and working examples of advanced code executions and um, ideals. So now, one of the I think that producing a edit for the human zygote or for my own cells in particular, to include or not include my immune system and age reversal mechanisms. And we must implement a failsafe that utilizes some aspect of um, something that's present in our solar system that makes the immortality gene switch off and we just die like the rest of everybody because there can't be biologically immortal mankind in an overpopulated planet Earth that only has 30 years left, anyways. Get it? Got it. Good. So, I got this, all these future technologies sitting in the box available for, and I now need to, design a habitat, space habitat for one occupant that is designed to sustain life indefinitely for billions of years if necessary, a complete working ecosystem, and working model and integration of living samples of all species on Earth. Okay. We are now going to say that White Light Technologies is the world's leader in biobanking efforts and infrastructure. Okay, we have implemented a species bounty program in which we will fly you or your bitch anywhere in the world to the rainforest, right? And you'll simply go to your assigned quadrants. So, what do? We took the entire rainforest and we broke it down into, 4 square foot grids, and we assigned each one of these grids to a screener, which would be a male and female, age 15 to 21. Anyways, and the screeners will then go out and they will be paid a good amount of money to bank species. So um, go ahead and work the particulars of the device out. Okay, excuse me, sorry. We need to create a mobile app which uses OpenCV libraries to identify uh, plant, animal, fungus species in environmental in frame, and um, then check um, identify species and check to see if species has been biobanked. Any unbiobanked species will be highlighted in within the frame. Um, we will take 100% of the rainforest and break it down into numbered 4 square foot parcels, and we will send an interviewer to each one of those parcels until the rainforest is banked. Any new species banked by individuals will uh, be rewarded in $20,000 or so cash. Now, there's also a that if you bank 250 species, you not only get paid, but you just earned your own habitat and ticket on the spaceship for the space mission. So, because we need to bank all living things in order to fucking go out and live amongst the stars. Because our life support system is going to be a giant bioreactor, uh, 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 living simulation of coexistence in a zero gravity and completely contrived environment. And it must have a balance and coexistence within the food chain. It must sustain itself. It must. Okay. Mm, okay. Now, going to take the needs of a single occupant for a indefinite. Okay. Now, we're going to take the needs of a single occupant, um, and we're going to build a environment in which she is going to coexist amongst a much larger bioreaction of a a my thoughts as far as the oxygen requirements for.